guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be rating airlines, I guess. So we're going to be like going on planes, seeing the service and how good they are, and we're gonna rate them in total by stars. Seems like there's no staff to do the staff check-in, so I have to do the self-check-in. I really wanted to do it with staff. Wow, that's a bit off for service. Security was a bit confusing, I guess you could say. Yeah, I didn't really like it that much. I didn't know what to do for like a bit. You'll see. I suffered through security, as you saw, and then I went to look at the shops. There were some useful amenities here and there and some utilities. I went to buy a suitcase, but it didn't work. Roblox studio scripts. Anyway, I just looked at some other shops before going to the gates. There were only 2 gates. But first I looked at the first class lounge. I didn't have first class, but if you would like first class, like the video and maybe donate on some of my games I made. Most of them are pretty bad. Only one was not using free models because, well, the other ones I made when I was way younger. But if you would like to see a first class video, please donate, and that would also make other videos better the more you donate. First class was like roughly 300 Robux. But anyways, we're at the gate, and this is the AI gate where AI does all of the service. Airplane music was kind of cool, but I replaced it with, well, you're hearing the song, aren't you? Yeah, I know what song it is. Anyways, we have to just wait for boarding, and it will take roughly a while. I sped up the footage for you a bit later. But the wait was kind of long, but of course, I would like you to be entertained, so that's one reason why I was chatting a lot. Anyways, and I was saying what I said before. Anyway, so we're just waiting here, and I see that guy dancing on like the middle right because he's the top donator, I guess. Yeah. Join the Discord server as well, and you could be up to date with all of the, like, you know, community. You could chat with the community and you'll be up to date with the videos, unless you have notifications on when you subscribe. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm just exploring around the top floor, and then this comes. They're about to make a staff flight, was what I was expecting, and then that did not come true, as you will see, and that would take off for service some points off. Alright, I skipped it ahead just a bit, but I was trying to get business class, but because this game had business class, but kind of expensive. Like, basically more expensive than first class in the other game, I think. So I booked for economy instead. And from the image, the seats look pretty high-tech. So yeah. But there was no staff as well, so I couldn't do the check-in with staff. So I had to do another self-check-in that would reduce for service, I guess. So yeah. And then I checked in my baggage. It seemed like someone was going through the gates without actually having a ticket, and he was just trying to get through and standing there. But yeah, security again. Come on. Security for both games didn't even need staff, but except for this one actually. What did I mean? But this one did need staff, I guess, because you could just go through it. Yeah, in the next one, you won't see what happened when I got through security. Anyway, so someone said they're a CEO, and then I'm just waiting for a monorail. Actually, I have no idea what I meant, what the jump scare is. I don't remember that. I have bad memory, I guess. Someone else is an officer. It keeps asking me if you want to skip the monorail and get premium, but I have Roblox premium. That's enough for me. So yeah, did you really get premium benefits in these games though? Anyway, so, and then I just was like, yeah, I said we have an officer on board, which is good, and I just waited there. What do you think, fans, about that? And then some guy standing in front of me, he's like staring. I feel like he knows I'm a YouTuber, I guess. So I mean, he's just looking. We're going fast, but then it kind of didn't make sense to the laws of physics, because it was like not bending at the front, but the front was kind of like off the track, which was kind of funny. And then we have arrived at the terminal, and then the guy who stood in front of me tried to get off while the train was moving. But now we've arrived. I was kind of tired, so that's why I made blowing sounds, I guess. I just want to find a gate. It didn't really say what gate like the other game. You could go to basically any gate you want. So yeah, I just waited for someone to say, hey, we're driving. Yeah, we're gonna go like Rome anyway, and that didn't take a long while. So yeah, I just waited and waited and waited and waited, of course. I was at boarding at gate 4, so I just went to gate 4 of the Leap. And yeah, I just waited there. It said he opened the gate, but the gate was closed. Ain't that weird? So yeah, I just kind of waited there and said it says gate closed for him to know. Yeah, and then it seemed like you could go like from under, and a bus would probably take you like a remote gate, like which is in simairport. And the next video would be simairport if there's no problems again. Anyway, so I just waited with my economy class ticket, doing nothing, and I just cut to the footage where we were on the plane, and yeah. Anyways, we skipped ahead, and I'm just waiting for the gate to open. Well, someone's saying help me, and I have no idea why, but they're just like help me. But I'm not first or business because they were boarding them first, and yeah. If I was first, we could have gone first. Well, that sounds funny. And if we're business, we could have go second, done boarding, do our business. But because we're economy, we have to stick with the current price of the economy. Yeah, I was making unfunny jokes there. Anyway, so we're just waiting there, and someone passed the door somehow. And yeah, and there's a big line just waiting there, and like, hey, we want to board. I'm also want to board, but yeah, and they're going one by one. But it's kind of hard to go without the staffing there, but I went in anyway behind them. Anyway, so we're just walking through, the walkway, and you could actually go down. And then it was kind of hard to get into the plane, but you could just press E, which is what I did instead of jumping. First looked good, but I couldn't find business. Maybe this plane didn't have business, but yeah. So I went to check the in-flight entertainment, and it wasn't working. That would take some points off, I guess. Of course, the flight info has to be working, but I think the entertainment wasn't working because of a work in progress. But I mean, you still gotta have it to keep your place entertained. And it also kept kind of bugging where it kept making me go out, like, of the screen. As I already said, that's bad for, the points, I guess. Well, I'd be rating in stars, but I'm just gonna say points. That's like points. But their airline is called Liberty Air, and it says invalid is the company that made the screen. I kept trying to make the in-flight entertainment work, but the music, I didn't hear the music, but you could go into it to view what music. And yeah, it just kept making me go out, and that was kind of buggy. Again, bad. And then the pilot started driving without notice, and then he drove very bad, and that would take some off, like literally. And you won't guess what's gonna happen next. You won't. It's gonna be hard to guess. I tried listening to the music, but it didn't work. But I could order food. I clicked on it. I clicked order, but I didn't think there was any staff, or it was just broken. And we also were at cruising altitude, so I would probably guessing why. And that's kind of good, but I feel like there's only a pilot and no flight attendants, and that's bad because I felt like this was going to be a long flight. Like I felt like, and I didn't see it. Well, you're about to see yourself. I kept lagging because of how up we were. Well, not that, but how much it was loading, I guess. Or it was how bad the pilot was driving, and I'm guessing the second option or the third option was both, I guess. But I feel like it's because the pilot was bad. Like, it's lagging, but we're not in the air yet, so if we were, I would say the second option, that's what I meant. But the first option is what I'm guessing right now. But it's kind of hard. And it's lagging. The game is lagging. It will take some stars off. Well, not some stars, but some points. Yeah, how would I take it off? It's not realistic. Well, this is a video game. What do you expect? We also have to rate on bugs and game quality and stuff as well. Basically, like, game quality is like decor and stuff. Well, in real life, it's going to be decor. In game, it's going to be game quality and how nice they made the blocks and how polished. Anyway, we're on the runway, lagging a lot, and we're about to take off. And of course, this is my new laptop. Well, we recorded a funny moments video with this laptop as well. In a video before that was not recorded with my new laptop. And then we're going like swag. Yeah. And we're flying up in the air and with a bunch of lag. And you're about to see why I felt like it was going to be a long flight and I didn't see it. They stopped the flight in the middle of the air and I fell down. I did not reach my destination. That was bad. It was not even water landing. It was not even air landing. That's probably what happened to every flight that we don't know what happened to. Yeah. And then I come back in and I'm like angry and stuff like, come at me. And yeah, and then I start reading. Don't read what it says. Lucky I wasn't in business or worst, first class, and then that would make more stars go down. Yeah, anyway, so we're going to go to the final rating. Well, yeah, I was gonna try get another flight, but I didn't really bother to do it. I'm gonna go to another airport. 1 star. 1 star for here. They had lag, bad pilot, or if there's a co-pilot or first officer, bad staff, I guess. And then the screen was... Alright guys, so we are back at our final airport and I keep getting notifications. Anyways, we're also back with max graphics. I reduced the graphics last time for the flag, but I increased the graphics again. Of course, with a video editor, I can video with high quality, so I try to make this one 4K so it looks more realistic. Anyways, there were a lot of flights for Antarctica, but I wanted to go to a normal place. I decided to go to the Caribbean, but I really wanted to wait a short time, but I had to wait a while. But the time I ended the game, I went faster. So I booked Caribbean for AER 85 at day 81. And then I done laser check-in, I guess. And then I tried to place my baggage, but I didn't. I decided to just place none. I don't go with my baggage. So I took the lift to security and can't believe what happened. So I just put my baggage there, you know. There's no staff or anything, so I couldn't really go. Couldn't really do something. And somebody said it's trendy, that's why for the Antarctica section. And I couldn't place my suitcase, so I placed my briefcase instead. And that is basically breaking the rule, but I mean the game wasn't letting me. So I sent it in again for some reason. Oh no, that's my suitcase, I think. I don't know, I don't remember. Yeah, it's my luggage. And then I just stood in there and there were no staff to do anything. And then I passed and I'm a criminal. Wow, you have reduced how many points you have. Oh my god. So look, maybe it's because I brought my suitcase, but there's no place to put your luggage. If there was, well, no staff. But in the other game, did the same thing, there was a place. So that's why I was a criminal, and that's because this service was low. So they're blaming me for their service being low, and they're probably forcing me to get hired, I guess. But yeah, everyone's becoming a criminal. I just working for my game, making up the game taxes. Yeah. And while I was working that thing, I was like, oh yeah, these are cool ones, like a pilot. I could be cool with that, I guess. And there's also a private jet lounge. But it says if you have a friend, you can go with your friend in it if your friend could go in the private lounge. Even if you didn't have a pass, only if your friend is in there. Yeah. They could also pull a mod, but I didn't really want to get banned. So, and there was no emergency. So yeah, I just didn't. And I kept trying to enter, but it kept asking me. But you could go with your friend on the private jet, and if you ever do have a friend with Roblox and you want to go on a private jet, and they're happy to go with you, well, you can just go with them, I guess. And we're just waiting here, like, blah, blah, blah. But some people were starting to go in, and then I just went in anyway. But everyone's a criminal, and the staff really didn't mind. I think it's a bug, I guess. And I could close the door, but it didn't work. I can be a flight attendant once I travel 2.5k plus miles and be in the group. But firstly, I don't measure using miles, I use kilometers. And yeah. And I started to lag again. I think, I don't know. I didn't know how to get first class because I wasn't asked. But maybe you could just sit there, I guess. But they're now boarding at gate A6, but I'm not at gate A6. So yeah. And we're starting to move. Sweden is kind of far. You could literally put a C in front of that, and there was no like doors in front of me, so I had idea what to do. If I wasn't first like that guy behind, I could have just used the screen. But I feel like you gotta run this first for free, which is cool, I guess. Not asking for Robux, not pay to win. We're just messing with the settings. And I looked in the chat, it's a tablet and phones can now fly. So if you're a mobile user, this is a great game for you. You somehow open the command bar. You should disable that if you don't have commands. And we're taking off. Well, we're still in the taxiway, no on the runaway, but we're about to take off. So yeah, get in, get into your seats, comfy, and watch the flight. And I won't talk until we take off unless something major happens. And so yeah, I'll just make you enjoy the video. And we're about to take off, everyone. Buckle your seatbelts. And the camera's bugging out. And I fell off the plane. I'm sorry for that. It would be better if we enjoyed the flight more, but I jumped on accident. That won't take any stars off though, or points. That was my fault, obviously. So it was a good fly overall. No in-flight entertainment though, and I was called a criminal, and I accidentally jumped off the plane, but that's my fault. Yeah, I'm not blaming them for that. That didn't take any points or stars off. So yeah, the overall rating is 4 stars.